Hey there, welcome back to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan, and today we're analyzing the new Kevin Abstract album, Arizona Baby. Kevin Abstract is one of the more notable names in the boy band Brockhampton. He has gone on the record and openly admitted to being gay, something that has always been a special part of his lyrics in a very personal and heartfelt way. So with Arizona Baby, Kevin is given the creative power and freedom to explore that topic a bit more in a coherent manner. As Brockhampton, they obviously have to share the limelight with a plethora of their members. Kicking off this record, we get the song Big Wheels. This one's got like a sultry and sweet R&B style to it with the guitars, paired with like this trap beat. It's got a bit of a jazzy feel too with the horn instrumentation. Big Wheels opens up this record and it just gives us this nice solid blueprint to know what we're going to be dealing with both sonically and lyrically. Moving on to the second track though, Joyride, this one's melodically sticky. The auto-tune is pretty admirable. The drums are simultaneously frantic and controlled. I find that the horns are tight, the flow is pretty fascinating. The spacious mixing is a breath of fresh air, and this is definitely one of my favorite songs of the year so far. Moving on to the third track, Georgia. This one is another pre-release single. It starts off with a dreamy atmosphere with the bells and the slick R&B style guitars that remind me of the Blood Orange record that we got last year, Negro Swan. The vocal modulation switch between the hook and the verse is pretty captivating, and stylistically it pulls on the influence of Outkast, but not too much. It's not weighing too heavy, as the originality still feels like it's here. Corpus Christi is a song on here that I feel is like the first misstep in the track listing in my opinion. The heavily muted guitar is a little sparse, and the minimalist approach to the instrumentation just makes me lose a bit of interest. I would have to say this song along with Peach are my least favorites on the project, just a little bit in the way of being snoozers. However, putting those two songs aside, the rest of this record I can't really complain about. It's a great record, and I feel that Baby Boy is one of the best songs that we're gonna get this year. Baby Boy is just like this catchy pop song, and I gotta say, up until this point on the record, I feel that it flows so smoothly and it's very enjoyable. I didn't even notice that I was on the fifth track when I was listening to this multiple times. Baby Boy is just addictive pop. The melody is sweet and sugary. The dreamy string aesthetic is a great addition to this album, and it's one of those songs that sits in the middle of multiple genres and it pulls it all together in a magical way. I would have to say that this song Baby Boy along with Crumble do this. Moving on to the next track, Mississippi, I feel like the fade in and fade outs to this track are so pensive and just solemn. The keys are very spacious and rich. I just feel like this track will definitely grow on me as the year progresses. Another one of my favorite cuts on this record is entitled Use Me. This one has some cricket and drill samples. Shouldn't be all that too weird because Brockhampton have at least used drills before. I feel like these samples are pretty captivating in the way that they're used. The gospel backup vocals are also a great addition to this eclectic kind of song, and I would say that the brevity of this track too just suits it well. American Problem is the next track on here, another solid song. The instrumentation is a plus, especially with the chilling string shrieks, the ascending keys, and the warbling synths. It's just one of those unique songs that sits on the brink of indie pop, and then we get like this dusky hip-hop beat that shoots in on the final minute. The hip-hop beat that gradually gets louder and louder is one of the highlights on this project for sure, and it's all complete with like this biting flow and personal lyrics that tackle the trauma of being trapped in the closet while dealing with that at school. Then we get the closer on this project. It kind of comes out of left field. It's called Boyer. I feel like it's a Brockhampton kind of style banger. I will admit that it does feel a little out of place. It kind of feels like an attack on the senses when it first plays. It throws off the pacing of the record a little bit, but the singing is strong and the track is still praiseworthy. So overall, with Arizona Baby, I feel like this is a great record. I'm feeling an 8 out of 10, and I would definitely recommend this if you're into any of Brockhampton's releases. I do also want to emphasize that this is a commendable album in its own right. I feel like the 11 tracks and around the 30-minute runtime so praiseworthy for Kevin Abstract, and it's very personal with its lyrics. It's eclectic with the influences and genre mixing. It's a fun project. There's the review of Kevin Abstract's Arizona Baby. Sound off down below in the comments. Let me know what you think of this album. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new in town. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a rockin' day.